It began like any other late-night fight, the kind fueled by fatigue and bruised pride. Laura was across the kitchen island, arms crossed, eyes sharp with disdain. I had just walked in after a 12-hour grind at the auto shop, grease smeared on my hands, back screaming in protest. And then she said it. "You didn't even notice I got my nails done." I tried to brush it off with a laugh, told her she looked beautiful, but she only rolled her eyes. "You always say that," she shot back. There was something different in her voice that night. The chill, the mockery. It cut deeper than usual. "What's really going on, Laura?" I asked. She smirked, leaned casually against the counter, and said, "Let's just say I'm not feeling very open with you these days." Then, locking eyes with me, she added, "Closed leg for you, Mark." Her words hit harder than any slap. For a moment, I froze, staring at her. 7 years together. The woman who had cried when I fixed her old car for free. The one who swore she'd never care about money. And now, intimacy had become a weapon in her hands. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I just offered a faint smile. "Got it," I said. I washed my hands, dried them, and walked into the living room. She probably expected me to sulk, to apologize as usual. The guy who always tried to patch things instead of letting them burn. But that night, something inside me had snapped. Not in anger, just in clarity. Before dawn the next morning, I was up, showered, and making breakfast. Laura came down, clearly taken aback. She sat, waiting for me to act normal, maybe even grovel. Instead, I slid a neatly folded bank statement toward her. "You've been overspending $2,300 every month," I said calmly. She shrugged. "I work hard, too. I deserve nice things." "You haven't worked in 5 months," I reminded her. She didn't flinch. "So what? You can handle it." I smiled, a calm, quiet smile, the one that comes just before a storm. "You're right," I said. "I can handle it, but not for you anymore." That afternoon, while she enjoyed her spa day, I called my bank. I froze all joint accounts, canceled her credit cards, and redirected my paycheck to a new account. Then I gathered her designer bags, the ones I'd bought to make her happy, and neatly stacked them on the bed. I left a note. "Happiness isn't for sale. Try finding it without my wallet." When she returned, she stormed in, waving the note like a banner of fury. "What the hell is this, Mark?" I looked up from the couch. "It's called reality." Her voice cracked. "You can't just cut me off." I stood, walked to the door. "I can, and I just did." Then I slammed it behind me. For the first time in years, I didn't feel trapped. I drove to a small motel outside town and sat in silence. No yelling, no guilt, no tiptoeing around her moods, just peace. I replayed her words, "Closed legs for you." And I realized the disrespect ran deeper than sex. It was about control, about how she had turned love into a transaction. I had mistaken her comfort for commitment, her pride for strength. That night, I slept like a man finally freed. The next morning, my phone exploded, messages, missed calls, voice notes dripping with fake tears. "Mark, you're overreacting. Come home. This is childish. You think you can survive without me?" The last one made me laugh. Without her, I had been surviving under the weight of her demands, not with her help. I didn't reply. I called a lawyer friend and began drafting divorce papers. Clean, quiet, no drawn-out drama, no second chances. Just the end of something that had already died. 2 days later, she showed up at my shop. Pale, nervous, mascara smudged. "Mark, we need to talk," she said softly. I leaned against a workbench, grease still on my hands. "Sure, talk." Her lips trembled. I didn't mean what I said. I was angry. I shook my head. "No, Laura, you meant it. You just didn't expect me to take it seriously." She started crying. "I can't live like this. I don't even have access to my cards." I raised an eyebrow. "So what's this really about? Love or money?" Her silence answered the question. Weeks went by. She tried every tactic: guilt, anger, tears, even showing up as the woman I once loved. Nothing worked. Each plea made me feel less for her. Each attempt revealed a hollowness. Finally, she said, "You're not the same man I married." I smiled. No, I had stopped being the fool who loved blindly. She left that day without another word. Quietly, completely, irreversibly. Months later, I heard she was struggling. Friends vanished when her money ran out. The men who once flirted now ignored her. The lifestyle she mocked had consumed her. I felt no pity, only closure. One day, she sent a final text, "You broke me." I replied, "No, you broke yourself the moment respect left your mouth." Now, every time I close the shop and drive home to my quiet apartment, I feel peace. Peace money can't buy and love can't fake. She mocked me, thinking I'd stay, thinking I was too weak to leave. But the day I shut my wallet and slammed the door, I didn't just walk away from her. I left behind every version of myself that begged for the love of someone who didn't deserve it. And that silence that followed, that was the sound of her reality finally shattering.